People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. My goodness gracious me, oh my. Oh my. Where did I see that? Oh my. Oh my. Hello. Hello, O'Neill. How are you? I'm waiting for my daughter and my grandkids to come up so we can go to the fair. There's going to be a little fair. And I haven't seen my new grandson for, gosh, let's see, he was born July 9th. Yes, I have grandkids and they're coming up. I'm so excited. So my granddaughter's a year and a half and my grandson was born on July 9th. So he's a new baby. And I haven't seen him in so long. Hey Robert, hi honey. So our plans are still going through, Robert. My daughter's coming up with her husband and the grandkids, so I'm really excited. I thought you're around 30. Oh, thank you. No, I'm old. And in a couple months, I'll be even older. So, hi, Mom. I'm good. How are you, honey? I don't know. I was like, okay, it's kind of muggy today, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to wear shorts, but I don't want to wear jeans because it'll be too hot. So I'm wearing a skirt and a little sweater over it in case it's cold. No, I will be 57 in October, so I'm getting up there. Right? 57. I'm 56 now, right? Hold on. Right, Robert? I'm 56 now, right? Sorry. So, I've been dabbling in this book, this the grief recovery book. And there's some good stuff in here, you guys. Some really good stuff. Sorry to say you look too young for being a grandma. Well, thank you. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. I mean, today I look kind of old. I'm tired. I took Sosa on his walk this morning, so we did that. I'm doing well. It's my first time to be here. Actually, today I just discovered that YouTube have such a thing called live, and today I saw so many lives. Now I was just scrolling. Well, thank you for popping in. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. They've got, different sections where they've got video section, shorts section, live section, posts, things like that. So if you're looking to watch something live, then you can just go to the live and Washington, O'Neill. So Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, my grand dog is asleep while he's snoring. You can see him. He's laying right there. He's taking a nap because we went on a long walk. He ran the whole time. So guess what that means? Grandma ran the whole time, and I was dripping sweat. Love from Chicago. Love to you as well. How to be a billionaire. How? How do you become a billionaire? You know, I don't think I'd want to be a billionaire, but I wouldn't mind being a millionaire maybe. I don't even need that much money, you know? That's a handsome dog. Yes, right? Thank you. He's my grand doggy. So he comes and spends time with me. It's actually my son's dog. Tax girl. Oh my gosh, girl, how are you? I haven't seen you forever. Hey, sweetie, nice to see you. Oh my gosh, that's like a blast from the past. Sorry. Wait, you're not a millionaire? No, not by far. Not by far. I'm not even a thousandaire. Well, I'm not even a thousandaire, seriously. And, you know, I'm starting my life over after a divorce, and, you know, I'm starting at the bottom. Just been busy. What have you been up to, honey? What have you been up to? You know, I'm not somebody that needs a lot, you know what I mean? I would not call myself a minimalist by any means, but I don't need a lot to be happy. You know, as I am single, yes. Working. Oh, girl, I get that. I don't mind as long as I've got my kids and my grandkids are healthy and I have a roof over my head, I can eat, you know, and I have the necessities, I'm okay, you know, it's like I would be fine with that. And a decent running car. That I will have to say. And by a roof over my head, I really would like to have my own home. That would be wonderful. But, hey baby carrot, peekaboo, how are you? Happy Saturday, sweetheart. I've been saying that I would live in a tiny home. And I would, but then I start thinking about it and I'm like, but then do I have debt? Not a lot, not a lot. I've got a couple little low limit credit cards that I got when I was working on my credit before. And so I've got an Ulta card, a Petco card, and then my bank card, a credit card. And I think that's it. And so, no, I don't have a lot of debt, which is nice. But I do have to buy a new car, and that is taking me forever. And I thank God every day that my piece of crap, sorry, I shouldn't call her that, that car has kept going. Like, I don't know how. I keep thinking I'm going to be driving down the highway and it's just going to blow up on me. Like, that's what I'm waiting for. If I marry someone, I don't want divorce. It's painful. Yeah, I didn't either, honey. I didn't either. I don't believe in it. Unless, of course, there's abuse or, you know, you have kids and something's happening to the children, then absolutely, yes. But I don't believe in divorce. I don't see why people can't take the time, make the effort to work things out. I don't understand that. Missed your live last night, was on the phone on the plane back to, oh, How was it, baby carrot? I pray the Lord that he keeps your teeth safe. My teeth? Why my teeth? Dentists are expensive. Yes, they are. I know. I do need to go to the dentist, actually. I don't do Instagram, honey. I don't do any social media. I have a TikTok account and I have a YouTube account. But dentists are very expensive. I don't know how people are supposed to survive, you know? But, so I was reading this part in this book, you guys, about, like, short-term energy relievers, right? And it completely, I want to read this part to you. Some of you like it, some of you don't. If you don't want to listen, then you can see your way out. That's fine. Don't believe Indians. They are so creepy. Hey, no, stop. Why are you saying bad things about Indians? No, 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 no. That's not okay. There's no one type of person or culture that is creepy. It's the individual, okay? So, everybody is a human being and they have a choice to make their own decisions. So you cannot group all of one kind of culture together and say they're creepy. No, because in that same culture there's very good people as well. Kind, loving, compassionate, empathetic. So you can't do that. If someone is 23, then he is the age of your kid or grandkid. That would be my kid. Yeah, baby carrot likes it. So I just want to share this with you guys. The death of a loved one, a divorce, and all other losses produce an incredible amount of emotional energy. Since we have all been socialized from early on to deal with sad, painful, and negative emotions incorrectly, we end up storing the energy inside ourselves. The most cliched of stories illustrates that fact. A little child comes home from preschool with her feelings hurt by interactions with the other children on the playground. Mom, dad, grandma, or any other caretaker says, "What happened?" The child responds tearfully that one of the kids was mean to her. The caretaker says, "Don't cry. Here, have a cookie. You'll feel better." Thus setting the child up with the lifetime belief from an important authority source that feelings can be fixed with food. Upon eating the cookie, the child feels different, not better, and for the moment is distracted and forgets about the incident on the playground. However, there has been no completion of the emotional pain caused by the event. The event and the feelings attached to it are now buried under the cookie, the sugar, and the distraction. If the child were to bring it up sometime later, she would probably be told, "We don't cry over spilled milk," as if to say that it is not okay to continue having feelings about the incident, so it must stay buried. Early on, we learn to cover up, hide, or bury our feelings under food. It is not surprising that sometime later we adapt that same behavior and cover up our feelings under alcohol or other drugs. We may have learned to do so by observing family members at funerals or wakes consuming large amounts of food and alcohol. Consuming food or alcohol in response to the emotional energy created by death or divorce does not help us discover the source of the energy or complete the relationship affected by our loss. Therefore, we are participating in an illusion that the short-term relief offered by food or alcohol gives us long-term relief from the pain caused by the loss. Food and alcohol are obvious and typical short-term energy relieving behaviors. There are many, many other short-term behaviors that have the same life-limiting and damaging consequences. Here is a partial list of the behaviors that, if done for the wrong reasons, can have a negative impact on grieving people. Food, alcohol and/or drugs, anger, exercise, fantasy, movies, TVs, books, isolation, sex, shopping, humorously called retail therapy, workaholics, most of these actions are not harmful in and of themselves. They become harmful when you engage in them for the wrong reasons. Just as eating a cookie does not help the emotional pain of loss, shopping provides no long-term hope for the pain caused by death or divorce. In fact, it can have quite the opposite effect. The shopping binge is often followed by remorse over the wasted money. This is a further distraction from the real and original emotional event, the death, divorce, or loss. While many short-term energy relievers are apparent, some are not. The following examples illustrates another, but more subtle, danger. It's not uncommon for people to visit grave sites on an extremely regular basis for years following a death. They feel as if the death robbed them of the chance to complete their emotional relationship, and so they often visit the place that best helps them feel close to their loved one. Unconsciously, these grievers are seeking some relief from the pain caused by the incomplete relationship. The problem is that visiting the grave doesn't lead to permanent relief or completion with the person who died. At the end of this chapter, you will have an opportunity to look at how certain actions of your own may have been indirect ways of dealing with the feelings caused by loss. And then the next part goes into short-term relief doesn't work, identifying your short-term energy relieving behaviors. Third partners meeting. This book is really good, you guys. It talks about how society teaches us things. Survivor, another inaccurate word. It says this is the survivor is intellectually accurate. It implies that the griever has outlived someone else. But we have discovered that the word survivor tends to act as both a definition and a diagnosis, and often keeps people stuck in a dangerous and painful rut. For example, you don't survive someone else's suicide. You may survive if someone tries to unalive you, but not when they attempt or commit suicide. More important, the word survivor defines the griever and causes him or her to constantly revisit the circumstances about the loss. Yeah. I know I see a lot of people, mainly women, on YouTube or social media talking about how all the time, I'm a survivor, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. You know, I get that. But again, there's certain people that have a tendency to stay stuck in that every day, you know, replaying and then not moving forward. So they're stuck in that funk and that victim mentality. They say they're not a victim, but yet everything they talk about is they're a victim, you know. So my daughter's going to be here at about 12:30, which is pretty soon. What time is it? What time is it now? Let me look at my phone real quick. It's 11:50. What are you guys doing with your weekend? I don't think I'm going to be comfortable in this. I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable in this today, you guys. Ugh. I'm wearing shorts under my skirt, just in case it happens to blow up, but I'm wearing a skirt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable in this though, you know? Maybe I should just wear jeans. Maybe I'll just wear jeans. I can't decide. Oh, thank you, baby carrot. Like slot machine. Do you like gambling? John, hello. You know, I've never really gambled per se. I've played a couple times on those little machines, but I don't know how to gamble. So I haven't drank coffee brewed for a long time because I always drink my cold coffee, you know? So I don't know. I don't really like hot coffee. It gives me a stomachache for some reason. I remember my brother, every time he used to drink a cup of coffee in the morning, he would have to go poop. Every time. He'd be like, let me have my morning coffee so I can go poop. And I'd be like, okay. Hello, Luke. How are you? So yeah, that's... You guys, I'm so excited to see my grandkids. Oh my gosh. I feel like I haven't seen them forever, but I did go over there. When was the last time I went over there? I remember my ex-husband was there, my son was there. Just had the new AC installed, and now I have to go buy a new dishwasher. That just crapped out. Wow, Robert, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? You know what? You're blessed to be able to have the funds to do it, you know? That's good. You know why? Because you worked hard all your life. I have to have coffee with a hot chocolate pack. Oh, you do? Baby carrot? No, I'm not seeing anybody. I haven't since my divorce. I haven't dated at all. I do have a TikTok, yes. It's called, It's a New Day 21, I think. That's what it is. I don't really post on there. And you know what, you guys? That product that company sent me, I have to post that, or they won't send me product anymore. I've been asked out a few times, but definitely not by anybody that I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to say that. Why do you have that name? Why do you have that name? How many bucks did government pay you? What do you mean? What do you mean, how many bucks did the government pay me? For what? I don't get it. I added you on YouTube. Thank you, Luke. I'm not retired. Shit. I'm not going to be able to retire until I'm 70. Are you kidding? Or 75. I thought about it. I'm like, I'm going to have to work until I'm 75. And if I could give any young person advice, and I tell my daughter this as well, I'm like, honey, I know, being a stay-at-home mom is important, but once your kids get in school, but she wants to homeschool them, but the thing is, I'm like, you have to have something to fall back on, because when you're a stay-at-home mom and your husband's the one supporting financially the family, all of those years you're not paying into retirement. And then if you get a divorce, which hopefully they won't, if you get a divorce and you get screwed, then you're screwed. So if, I would give any young person advice, it would be try to keep some kind of job, It's terrible. No, I'm still working, John. I'm almost 57, so I have a lot of years left to work. there were like 16 years that I lost. You know, I didn't lose them because I was raising my kids, but, and I would do odd jobs here and there, but it wasn't a consistent, you know, amount paying into Social Security for retirement at all. You know, if I would have known then what I know now, yeah, it sucks. Thank you. It's not, you know, it's not fair because I think if a husband and wife make that decision together and the husband knows that, you know, the wife is not going to be earning anything towards retirement and then they divorce, I don't know, it's not right. So says here, yes, baby carrot. Want to see him? He's laying down. He's taking a nap. You should have invested heavily in index funds and hedge funds. I don't know anything about that. There he is. There's my baby. Hold on, you guys. There's my baby. I'll just step over you. Hold on. I think I'll be more comfortable in this. I think I'm going to be more comfortable. Let's see where. Yeah, I think I'm going to wear jeans instead. Much better. Much better. I feel more comfortable. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. In the end, only money matters. Takes up the hallway. I know he does. He's chilling. If married over 10 years, you would have access to half of his retirement. Texas. Well, I don't know. I gotta look into that. You hate working? I think she thinks. No, I was in my room. I had friends divorce after 10 years plus of marriage, and half their 401ks got wiped out in the divorce decree. Oh my gosh. You would retire. You know, I like working, but the thing is I wish I could work on my own time, you know, like when I wanted to work. The thing I hate about working is having to be somewhere at a specific time until a specific time. So, you know, I just hate having to get up so early and being somewhere and then not being able to leave until a certain time, you know? Oh, we're gonna go to a, you enjoy real. Oh, I haven't done remote work before. We're going to a fair. Me and the grandkids and my daughter and her husband are going to the fair. I don't know what I could do at home though, you know? I don't know what kind of job I could do at home that I would be a good candidate for, you know? Yes, it's gonna be fun. Hey Mark! Happy Saturday, how are you? I was just talking about how I get to see my grandkiddos today and my daughter. You know, I don't say I'm excited to see my son-in-law just because, you know, I mean, he's a good kid and stuff, but I don't get excited to see him, but I do get excited to see my daughter. Do you want, like, corporate job or any job? Well, I have a corporate job now. Fair will be fun. Get to pet the animal. Yes! That's called a job, sweetheart, and 90% of the people in the world do it. I know, but I don't like it. What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby carrot. I can't wait for the food. That's my favorite part of the fairs, is eating. Is the good food. And I'm going to treat them today. So, you know, I thought, you know, I do what I can when I can. So I'm going to, I know it's not cheap to get into the fair, but he could be watching your stream. Didn't you set them up? I might be wrong. Yes, I did set them up. You're right. You have a good memory. Yes, we worked together. Why don't you start modeling? You look beautiful. Oh, thank you, John. I used to do a little bit of modeling. I'm too old now. Is there morning? You mean, is it morning here? No, they don't watch. No, they don't watch my stuff. They don't. I specifically don't want them to, but they just don't have an interest to watch Mom on YouTube, you know? I am a mom, yes. And a grandma. Love from Bangladesh. Nice. What are you guys doing this weekend? Everybody tell me what you're doing this weekend. You guys hear so much about me. Like, I know some stuff about some of you, but I don't know a lot about you guys. So, where are you from? Everybody put where you're from, if you feel comfortable, and what you're going to do this weekend. I know, I have a couple golfing outfits, Mark. My old boss got them for me. I want to golf. I have some golfing skirts and some, yeah, I'm excited. What's your type? Okay, my type, I'm from my mom. You're from LA. You're not too far from me, John. Washington. So my type is, and you know, I'm not saying that I would never date somebody who wasn't these things, but okay, I like someone who's tall. I don't know why, but I've never been interested in somebody who's my height. I just can't. Every guy I've ever dated, well, no, some of them have been a little bit taller than me, but for the most part, I like a tall guy and someone that has nice teeth. That's just something that I have to have. Like, to me, you have to take care of your teeth. And if you have rotten teeth and you're not getting them fixed or trying to take care of them, then I don't know. It's like if I'm going to be kissing you, you know what I'm saying? Tall, I'm 4'11". Mark, you were going to set me up with your friend. I'm from my mom. I'm from LA. My ex was 6'4", almost. I brush my tooth once daily. You're 6'5". Ooh, I like tall guys. I mean, those are just two things. Of course, there's the other stuff, like with the personality and things like that. But what I'm talking about physical, I don't care if you have brown hair, black hair, blonde hair, whatever. But I just, I can't. To me, it's like if you don't take care of your teeth, then you don't take care of the rest of you. To me, it's a hygiene thing. Can you say Embry? I just said it. Yeah, I kind of hooked up, kind of dated, if you will, one of the Sonics players, and he was 7'2", I think he was. I said it already, I don't know. So you guys aren't telling me where you're from. Other than black guys, which race you won't date? Other than black. Wait, why are you saying I wouldn't date a black guy? There's a lot of very handsome black men. I've actually dated a black guy before. He was a model, but his personality sucked, and he had really bad breath. I just remember he was handsome, very funny, very nice, but he was very conceited, and he just had this odor coming from his mouth that I thought, okay, well, he just needs to brush his teeth or floss or something. It just never went away. So I'm like, I can't. Height is never a deal breaker to me. Attitude is. Yes, Mark's from Indiana. You're from Albania. Well, I can't compete on the height. I'm 5'9". Yeah, but that's not 5'4". I'm 5'4". I cannot date somebody that is my height. You know what I'm saying? That's short like me? Yes. Oh, AAA's in California. Robert's in Virginia. Grandma, chill. Hey, you don't get to call me Grandma. Oh, thank you. How do you say that name? Towhid? Towhid? What does that mean? Towhid. Towhid. So, yeah, I said I would come on this morning when I had my coffee, so I did. But I'm going to be leaving here pretty soon. If Sosa was human, I would date him. His personality is amazing. He's handsome as all get out. He's sweet, he's loving. If he was human, he would be my boyfriend. I have a pet. Well, I have a grand doggy. Baby stand on a log. She'll date. Oh, he says baby carrot stand on a log. 5'9"'s not too short. Baby carrot. That's not short. You know what I mean? There's some guys that are hella short. You know what I mean? There's some guys who are, and that's okay. Some people don't mind that. Look at him. Hold on. Can you see him? Look at the baby. Look at my baby boy. Look at my baby. Hey, can I lay with you? Can I lay down? Can I lay down too? Can I lay down with you? Come on. Are you sleeping? He's like, leave me alone, bitch. Let me sleep. He says, leave me alone, bitch. It's okay. Leave me alone. Can I take a nap too? Grandma's tired. Can I take a nap too? Can I take a nap too? I love you. That kiss. I love you. I gave her a bath yesterday. I'm going to give her another one today. You're going to go home on clean. Okay, you lay back down for me. I just want to give you some bugs, okay? I just want to give you some bugs, that's all. Isn't he the sweetest thing? He is the sweetest boy ever. I love him more than anything. Well, not more than mine. He's so cute. Yeah, he is. He's the sweetest dog. Would you date Tom Cruise? No. Fuck no. Excuse my language. I would never touch that man. Tom Cruise gives me the creeps. That guy's a weirdo. Nope. Don't like him. You're 5'10". Never thought I was short. Right. Yeah, that's not short, Mark. I do not know what the soda pop dance is. No clue. My son is almost 6'4". My son's 6'4", dark brown hair, brown eyes, but in the sunlight, they turn kind of greenish brown. George Clooney, you know, I've just never been into him either. No. Yeah, he's tall. Oh, it's from a movie? What's it called? Hold on. Do the pop dance? Oh, you guys, just so you know, I think I'm going to be done with this vape because I've looked on every site that sells pop clouds, blue raz, and they don't have it in 3 milligram anywhere. Anywhere I've ordered from, they're completely out of stock, and I have a feeling they're not going to be restocking it. So that means I won't vape any other juice than that. I don't like anything else. So these are no longer available. No, Leonardo DiCaprio, no. USA. Let me think of a guy who I think is handsome. A star, should I say. Donald Trump. Just kidding. No. Eric Trump. I would date Eric Trump. He's handsome. I mean, Don Jr.'s okay, but I think Eric's more handsome. I don't know, you guys. There's not really too many. Young Donald Trump was hot. Yes, when he was younger. So tattooed from Deplane. No, I heard he was an abuser. Did you guys know that? He used to abuse his wife, I heard, allegedly. Can you imagine? Danny DeVito's out too, guys. Sorry. But yeah, you know who I would, in a hot freaking second, if he was still alive, well, and if I knew him, John F. Kennedy Jr. Oh my gosh. Now that man, he is taught was he hit her kneecaps. Mark, you're on fire. You're on a roll today. You're gonna go to Albania tomorrow. Nice. Wow. But yeah, that man, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But you know, there's not too many stars out there that I'm just like gaga over, you know? I used to have a huge crush. You guys are gonna laugh. I mean, serious crush on Boy George. I did. I loved Boy George when I was younger. I had posters of him up all over the place. And John Stamos. John Stamos is another one I was like in love with. Thank you. Trump was born with diamonds. No, he wasn't. Just because he got $1 million from his dad, you know. But here's the thing. He didn't get $1 million and go smoke up a bunch of crack, did he? He got $1 million and multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. He dated professional basketball players. Yeah, he was tall. But those guys are old now, but you're still young. You know, Mark? Yeah, look at, there's other ones out there that were born into it and had access to large amounts of money. And what did they do with it? You play volleyball? Nice. All right, guys, I should get off of here. They should be here soon. Yep, it's 12:17. They're going to be here anytime. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll probably pop on later. Tell you how the fair went. Bush and Clinton look better as well. Ew. Yeah, ugh, I don't like them. Thank you, Mark. Yes. Hey, Ryan. Yes, I do. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day. Thanks for having coffee with me, and I will see you all later. Bye. Have a blessed day. You tired?